welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah, and today I decided to do a video with my friend Lucy from my first video that I did, and we're going to do a video about homeschooling, and we're going to do a little Q&A about that. And so I just thought I'd answer some questions that some of my non-homeschooling friends sent in, and so I'm really excited about this. And I'm actually going to do a FaceTime call with Lucy so we can answer these together because she is also homeschooled. And so yeah, I just figured we'd go ahead and get started, and I'll just call her real quick. Hi. What's up?
Hi.
Say hello to the viewers.
Hannah, you might have to call me back again.
Why?
I forgot. I didn't think about it, but I didn't think that you were starting it right away. I forgot to start. I'm calling myself together if you want to call me back. Am I talking loud enough?
Yeah.
Okay, let me start the voice recording.
Okay, so I'm on FaceTime with Lucy now, and we are going to just go ahead and get started because I hate long intros. Yeah, so go ahead and read the first question, and we will try our best to answer that.
Okay, so the first question, which I cannot tell you how many times I get, like, people ask this all the time. Can you wear whatever? So,
So like to school.
who answer that? Yeah, for school, like, to pretty much either come down your stairs or across the hallway or whatever, wherever you do school in your house.
Yeah.
So, my answer to that, for me, I mean, some people, they do differently. For me, yes. My mom really likes it when I get ready. She likes me to just be ready for the day, just like any normal day, like as if I were going out somewhere. She doesn't want me to like wear makeup every day. It's not like that. It just wants me to be presentable. Every once in a while, she'll let me wear PJs if it's just like been a long week and it's just, you know, we know we're not going to be doing anything. It's just one of those days. But most of the time, she likes it when I get dressed and I have everything nice and neat, like my bed made and everything. So yeah, just like a normal day at public school. What about you, Hannah? What about you?
Yeah, honestly, my mom, it's mainly just the boys who will usually just wear their PJs to do their schoolwork. But for me, I just like being dressed and ready. It just makes me feel like I can work harder, so that's usually what I do. And if I'm in my PJs, I can't focus, so yeah, I pretty much I just get dressed. Other families, it's different. Some people just normally do it in their PJs, but for me, personally, I will get dressed and ready for the day, so.
Yes, I agree with Hannah. It makes me feel more prepared and ready to, like, start my day, and it makes me feel like I'm just, like, all nice, you know, clean, even though I'm not going anywhere or seeing anyone most of the time. But, yeah, it's whatever works for your family. That's what's nice about homeschooling, too. You can be flexible. There's lots of flexibility. But, yeah, next question.
Okay, let's get started on that one.
Homecoming and prom. So a lot of people are wondering about if we do homecoming or prom. So I'm going to let Hannah answer that since she actually invited me to a homecoming, or technically a prom, before this whole pandemic thing started. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so some like co-ops or just homeschooling groups will host a prom or a homecoming. I was actually on the prom committee this year, and so we were planning a prom for homeschoolers. Public schoolers could come as dates or friends or whatever, and so I invited my public school friend, which is Lucy's cousin, and then I also invited Lucy to come as one of my dates. So yeah, we do homeschool proms and homecomings. Some people don't. but there is such thing. It's a thing. So, yeah.
So if you are really worried about missing out on that, trust me, we know. We've been there.
Yeah.
So there is pretty much anywhere you can find a homeschool co-op. There pretty much is. So yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, we're good there.
Yes.
Yeah. Oops. So what's the next question?
Next question is, what about seeing friends? So, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a very, outward person. I like to be around people. People make me happy. I like being with my family. I like being close to people. And, that was one thing that was definitely hard. Like, my parents thought I was gonna have a really difficult time with it. But honestly, I feel like I saw people even more because with the flexibility of being homeschooled and everything, you actually get to see people more. Even if they go to school, like a public school, you can invite them over, and your schedule is flexible. Even if theirs isn't, you're pretty much open anytime. So that's one thing that I think is actually not an issue, and a lot of people freak out when they think about that. But yeah, I would say it's definitely not an issue. What about you, Hannah?
Yeah, for me, it's pretty much that. Also, I live with a really big family, so seeing people is just kind of like a normal thing, especially when you have a big family and a lot of siblings. It's not like you don't ever see people. So, same thing with me. I see friends all the time, whether it's just dance or church or just going out to see people. I have friends over all the time, and I go to friends' houses. So, it's not really like I don't see anybody. Hey, buddy. See, just like I said, like there are people around all the time, so.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, I'm filming. Yeah, that was my brother.
Yeah, I think she pretty much answered that for sure. And we both, are preacher's kids. We talk to a lot of people, and so we definitely see people, and we definitely talk to a lot of people. We aren't very socially awkward. You can pretty much carry on a normal conversation with us.
Yeah.
So yeah, friends and carrying on conversations definitely not an issue with being homeschooled. So yeah. Okay. What is our favorite part of being homeschooled? Like, what do we like to do? Favorite subject, or just favorite part of being homeschooled? What would you say?
Well, for my favorite subject, that's probably history, and history and science are probably my favorites. Yeah.
I brought you a tomato.
You brought me a tomato? He brought me a tomato, everyone.
Ew.
It smells terrible. I feel loved. Anyway, what was the question? I don't even remember.
Oh my goodness. You were saying that your favorite subjects are history and science.
What was the question, though?
Oh. What's your favorite part of homeschooling, or your favorite subject?
Yeah, favorite part is probably just able to be flexible. Like, we can stop school and go to the park or something, or go out to eat for lunch or something, and we don't really have to worry about following a strict schedule like they do at schools. Also, we get done a lot earlier. Like, we don't take long lunches or anything like that. We eat lunch, or sometimes we eat lunch and do school while we eat. So we have a flexible schedule. That's probably my favorite part of that. How about you?
Yeah, really, I would say the same thing. My favorite subjects too, if anybody was really that curious, probably not, but favorite subjects would probably be history and math, probably. But yeah, I really like the flexibility of being able to travel, because my family is, of course, not as big as Hannah's. My siblings are both adults, and they live in Ohio because we moved to Virginia last year in May. So yeah, we left them in Ohio, and I'm pretty much the only one, and so we travel back and forth a lot to Ohio. We just travel a lot. So it's just really nice when you have to travel. The next question is, do you like homeschooling or public schooling better?
For me, I think that there's pros and cons to both. So I don't really know if there's one I like better, but they're just both so different. So I don't really think there's one I like better. There's good and bad things to both. So
I agree with that. Actually, I would probably say the same thing. But for me personally, homeschooling, I haven't really looked back since then. So it's all in what, like I said, what you like. If you want to try it out sometime, definitely, it's not for the faint of heart. Like, it's definitely not something where you just give up on school and you're done. Okay, so what I was saying is you definitely still have to work very hard, and just like in public schooling, and you have to be motivated to do your schoolwork. And so yeah, homeschooling I definitely prefer more, and there are reasons that my parents decided to do it and that I wanted to do it. So yeah, I definitely say homeschool over public school, but yeah, it's only what you all that are watching decide to do.
yes. Okay, so we will just go ahead and move on to the next question now. Liz. Hi. Okay. Lissa has joined us, everyone, so. Okay.
All right, the next question is, do you start school and when do you end school?
Okay, so that's kind of different for everyone and how your school year kind of went. We do have to finish all our curriculums. We can't just stop whenever we feel like it. We do have to finish like all our tests and stuff like that. So normally we would start, my family would start early September and then end like early May or mid-May. It just kind of depends. How about you?
So, for me, it's the same exact thing. You can't just end something when you want to. I mean, if you don't get through a whole textbook, again, public school, you don't get through a whole textbook. In fact, you probably get through more in homeschool than you do public school with that kind of stuff. But, yeah, you can't just, you have to be very conscious. Like, there are laws in certain states that you have to follow. And so if you're following those laws, then you shouldn't be scared. If you're doing things right, you shouldn't be scared. So, but yeah, I think for sure, like, definitely try to finish what you can. But we start, like, middle of August, sometimes more towards the beginning, and we end mid to end of May. So,
yeah,
that's our schedule is.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Next question. By the way, guys, she has all the questions written down because I'm using my phone to screen record, so that's why I'm making her read all the questions. Yes. I'm not a bad friend.
Sorry. Also, if you guys want to have any other questions, put them down in the comments, and one of us will answer. And yeah, because these are just 10 questions. You guys might have more. So, moving on to the next one.
Yes.
Does your parent teach you, or do you do online classes?
So most of it, my mom will not really do the teaching. I think for both of us, we're kind of self-taught. We'll use our we'll have our moms help us with certain things that we struggle with more. But really, our curriculums are very independent, and we learn to be more independent with our schoolwork. So I wouldn't say my mom's really teaching me, but she is helping me succeed with my work and stuff like that. But I do, like, my Spanish is online, and I have some things that are like that I have somebody else, I watch a video or something like that. But yeah, it's not really online schooling though.
Yes, I know I have homeschool friends that do online schooling, which is like, it has a certain schedule. It's like a teacher that's teaching you in a public school like setting almost, but it's just you guys online, and there's a certain schedule and you have to be there at a certain time. There are people who do that, and I have friends with people who do that, but mainly do is they pick out their own curriculum. There's a place called, let me go get the card actually.
Okay.
Never mind, I don't think this is the right thing. Just cut that out. There is a place where we get homeschool curriculum, and it has a bunch of different stuff that you can choose from, and a bunch of different like Christian-based things too. If you guys are Christians and you want to try that out, a bunch of stuff that teaches apologetics through your curriculum, all different kinds of curriculum. And so that's what we do, Hannah and I. But like she said, we pretty much do it independently. And when we were younger, we did need a lot of help. But right now, we can pretty much do it all on our own, except for if we need help with anything. But yeah, I do like he does. I do some things like online, but it's not online schooling. It's like videos that people have pre-recorded. It's not live or anything like that. You watch videos that are pre-recorded, or you do things on the computer. Like I do Rosetta Stone for my Spanish.
So do I.
So,
okay, next one.
Next question. Extracurricular stuff and field trips. So for extracurricular, that's like sports or anything, like any activity you do outside of school. So mostly talking about like physical things. So Hannah and I both dance, and so we count that as our extracurricular. But you have to do something physical, like for PA. For PE, and for PE.
Stop! I can't breathe.
For PE, just as
Stop saying.
we're going. Hannah!
You keep saying it. We get it. It's for PE. Continue.
Well, I have to make sure I'm doing it without laughing. Okay. As if you were going to like gym class at school, you have to have some sort of physical education. You just have to. So, and it's for a good cause, it's for your physical well-being. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, we do dance, and it's not like something we just chose to do. I mean, there are homeschool co-ops that you can go to, and you can join like soccer teams, basketball teams, baseball teams, football teams, all sorts of teams.
Yeah.
That you can join at homeschool co-ops near you, or some schools. I know in Ohio, you are able to join teams at public schools and stuff sometimes. I'm not sure about here in Virginia. I'm not sure if that's a thing here, but yeah, there are options. And then if you like dance or gymnastics, you don't even have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It's just like if you were in public school, you would do that outside of school. But yeah, and as far as field trips go, we usually go to like historical sites for like history. We do a lot of things like that.
Yeah. Actually, 3 years ago, my dad had me memorize the Gettysburg Address, and then he said if I memorized it, I could go to Gettysburg. So we did that 3 years ago. So that was really fun. So we do things like that. And we went to Williamsburg 4 years ago, maybe. So
Yes.
we do field trips all the time.
Oh yeah, those are perfect examples. And with Hannah and me, we probably would have done it anyway because, like we said, we really like history.
Also, we went to Lexington last year together, which was really
Hannah
cool.
and I did that too. How come I didn't think about that? Yeah, we did. That was really cool. But yeah, we like that kind of stuff.
We do. We're nerds.
Yeah, we kind of. So the next question is about motivation. Yeah. Motivate yourself. That's really hard for me, guys. I'm going to be completely honest. honest, I'm not sure about Hannah. I feel like she's much better at it, but that is hard for me. Like, just getting out of my own bed. Well, I know Hannah struggles with that too, but just out of my own bed sometimes. It's hard because you know you don't have to go to school. Let's be real, guys. You know you don't have to get up and go on a bus, okay?
Yeah.
So, but you still, I mean, I still have a schedule. I still have to get up. And then if I want to be flexible with something, I always talk to my mom about it because my mom's very good with that kind of stuff. She makes a schedule. I have a planner that literally it has all my stuff in it, and so I like things to be nice and organized. I'm just that kind of person. I'm not spontaneous whatsoever. Hannah's a lot better at that. She's a lot more laid back than I am. But that's how I get motivated. Hannah, what are some of your ways?
So I just work hard and work as fast as I can, as diligently as I can to get it done so I can go on with my day. And depending on whether I've had a good or bad day or not, I get done around maybe 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So then I can go do whatever I need to do. So whether that's dance or just want to relax or hang out with friends or something like that.
Yes.
Next
okay,
question.
Guys.
Why are you so...
Oh, you've been waiting for the last question. The last question.
The
Okay.
last question, guys, if you haven't noticed. Yeah.
It would be, would you do this permanently? So, talking about, are you going to do this for the rest of your schooling, up until 12th grade? Which is what I'm getting from this. I mean, hopefully that's what it means. But, yes. And my answer to that is definitely a yes, because I've done it since 5th grade. She's done it since 3rd grade, and we haven't really had any complaints thus far about it. But yeah, for us, definitely a yes. So far, I definitely think yes, permanently.
Yeah, I mean, I think this just works best for our family. As far as I can tell, we're going to be doing this for the rest of our schooling. Being like a preacher's kid, homeschooling is just better because when you're out doing things all the time, because we don't just do stuff on Sundays. We don't just go to church on Sunday mornings and then we're done for the rest of the week. We do other things throughout the week and other church activities. So when my dad would be home from work and we would be home from school, it'd be homework, baths, bed, and then dinner sometime in between all that. But we just didn't have enough family time. So being homeschooled allows us to have more time with each other, which is more important.
Hannah and I pretty much feel the same way about it, so you might be getting some of similar answers, but these are our answers for you, and I hope that you take them with you. And I know that a lot of people are very ignorant about not being mean or anything, but just ignorant about, because if you don't do it, why would you know? It's nice to finally tell people what goes on in our lives, and we still have to work just as hard as public schoolers and people who go to private schools. We have to work just as hard, and we're striving towards a good education and a good career and a good life.
Yeah. Well, that's the last question, right?
Yeah, that was the last question.
Okay, so I guess we're done here.
No, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that was our first Let's Be Real segment.
This video was very last minute. We were gonna do it. We just planned this yesterday, pretty much. So.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and then I forgot. So we need ideas and motivation for this too. So comment down below any video ideas for our Let's Be Real series, and
yeah. And subscribe to Hannah. Click that like button, and yeah.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Love you.
Okay. Bye, Lucy.
Bye.
Like everything is new, the sunburst flowers calling on warm days overdue, but I